Welcome to TM2 Studios, where we are doing Dungeons and Dragons, Chains of Gallus edition.
No, we're not. Shut up.
That's the monster there off camera. So, yeah. This is how we play. There he is. Hello. Sticking his tongue at you.
He's going to cut that out.
Sorry, he cut that out on you guys. So, this is how we play Dungeons and Dragons. We're just going to run the recording. We may even swear. So, who the fuck knows? Yeah, no particular stream method, no big commercials or anything like that. If you like us, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'd appreciate it. Other than that, grab your popcorn, sit down, hang out, and yeah, watch a bunch of nerds play some D&D.
So, well,
Yes.
after your missive, I want you to give me a wisdom saving.
Oh, this will be entertaining. Yep. That was a 4.
4? You're good.
Okay.
You're okay. Now, for the rest of you, is there anything that you would like to do while you're in this quarantine situation? You don't have run of the town, but you do have individuals who are willing to help you while you're still in these quarantine zones. If there's something that you need,
we're still in quarantine?
Well, I'm dealing with that first before.
Oh, yeah.
No?
Not while in quarantine, no. We'll see.
Well, just keeping an eye on him, make sure nothing untoward happens.
In that 48 hours, day when you're feeling really good. I mean, you're not. You definitely had that whole feeling that
Oh, yeah.
disgusting feeling.
Needed a couple of days of recuperation.
Yeah, but
Where did
So violated.
Show me on the doll.
Slotty touched me right here. It
But-
felt so Ricky.
you are showing no sign
I am
of
praising the Hobbit.
honestly.
My man.
I'm rather disappointed that it was you that got infected, quote unquote, because while reading this, I was going to ask
You at some point. I was thinking, you'll let me know if it is.
I will let you know right here, above the board.
Yeah.
It does designate a slot infection as a disease.
Gotcha.
So I have to respect your class features because that would be so horrible.
Right.
There are some things where the DM will have to say something like, nope, everybody is affected in some way just for the narrative, especially at high levels like this.
Yeah.
But in this case, I feel like it's rare that we actually get to see the disease immunity of a paladin. So I am going to be one of those DMs that's like, we actually get to see a miracle. We get to finally see this thing in action.
It doesn't happen often.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, if at all, yeah.
I mean, sure, we'll see dwarves that shrug off poison
Right.
conditions. We'll see a whole bunch of various things with elves and their whole, oh no, I don't get affected by sleep
Or charmed.
or
Yeah.
charmed.
Yep.
And even the occasional barbarian that gets that one special ability that just says, no, I rage through, I'm not charmed, that kind of thing. But we rarely get to see the disease immunity.
That's fair.
So respect the level 2. That's it. Is there anything now that you're out of quarantine? What would you like to do?
Go ahead.
Send a note off to Nil saying he's free and clear. Go, go.
I'm gonna go check in on him and see. Yeah, I'll let him know that
No, you should still have the earring in there. So as soon as I,
Yeah, he will. He will. Find a charter and get out while you can.
And I'm like, look, there goes my buddy. Real credit. The rising sun feature in that.
True. Yeah.
Even better. And then you can scroll up. It was good and played by Mike.
did you see the characters level up?
Really disappointed. I was actually going to give you the your own ship if this continued much longer.
How he gets done building it.
It was pretty close.
Yeah.
And you did have your own retinue of builders.
Yeah, that's true.
Get a 25% or higher.
All right.
So
Come on. That is a 97.
we'll say that Nils actually has his own.
I already got my ride.
In fact, the thing was,
Rising sun.
So that it's like one. And some of them are just like
and you can't forget the piece of resistance. He just leans back in his boat. Listen, I know he has a fancy pipe, but he 100% rolls up leaves.
actually. I will say this because this is so funny. As we see the plants roll up and this is already pushing to the horizon, you will see from Katya's fishing point. The cliffside, you'll see Katya kind of just popping up, getting her oysters, and then, unbeknownst to her, you'll actually see from the cliffside a whole bunch of the little land spirits just walking up, breaks the exit. And some of them are waving. I'll see you later.
I was stacking up on a big old stove. Yeah. Big. Running the wheel.
So we will find out what becomes of Miles on his journey after the tape. To see if it happened to him.
Yeah.
I will be honest with you. The level of bits, because what we did on our break, I actually called Mike up. I called Monster up just to be like, look, the entire party is going to be heading out. already 2 weeks ahead.
Yeah.
What's going to happen? We do this whole thing over the phone, just all of the things. And then when we didn't have a break, and it was just we had a break, and it was just Billy.
You guys couldn't make it, yeah.
Yeah, we just decided, hey, let's look into sales, and that's how we created a lot. And a lot. There was already plans for what was happening. Actually expecting Nils to solve this, and everyone just walks through like, oh yeah, this strange guy.
Nils went sideways on that one.
You make up a story, but and you're ready to play, but then you realize something. Your players are sheer chaos. So
Isn't that the fucking truth, man?
so
Any which way we can to add story, we will.
which was why the scene with the first the other caravan that you guys found with the explosives in it.
Yep.
That was actually Nils. He actually found a illegal not a caravan.
That was the
illegal,
original, yeah.
that was his original caravan, and after the swarm of a Gallus tainted army, just wyverns, he just looks up and goes,
That was an intense kind of fucking deal, too. It was like, oh shit.
and he
I'm all by myself out.
just fucking hey guys, there's some strange things going on with these guys that are checking on your stuff. It led to a whole mutiny with these guys, and before they could actually do anything about it, the contraband actually blows up, killing the two guys that were actually involved in it, and the rest of the caravan just like, that's all the problem.
Keep on going. Yeah. Overdue.
So, going back into it, you get the message from Nils. Yeah, thanks. I'm going.
Next up would be seeing the mirror.
That's the one.
We got a reward. To
Yep.
So now that the quarantine has come down to a low grade inspection, a lot of the citizens are no longer campaigning against town hall. There's a couple of people that are still there, just like, get rid of this thing. I don't want to be inspected anymore. That kind of thing. And it's like one or two people. Like everyone else is just like back to work, back to the day-to-day thing. You're welcomed in, and Pickmite, the deep gnome, is already fast at work, rubber stamping a whole bunch of forms and signing everything, and just being like, if you want to put any more papers, you know where to put them. They're right over there in that corner. You're here. Welcome. Thank you for coming. So, please have a seat, and I guess thank yous are in order for taking care of that invasive frog situation.
I would say so.
With quarantine now no longer too much of a problem, we can actually get back to our trade routes and get some actual retinue coming in here. So, on behalf of the people and the town of Vestus, I thank you kindly.
I believe there was more to it than just
Hmm?
I believe there was something called a reward.
Well, the reward was under a contract, was it not? Did you... I don't see that you've signed anything with us.
You're the contract guy.
Oh, yeah. That's been filled out weeks ago or days ago.
Did you actually sign something with them? Above board.
I don't recall. It's been so long. I don't think so. I thought we said we were going to look into it.
Yes, and
if there was something that we could do, then yes, we were going to help out.
Seeing as there's...
Well, if you don't want to, then I suppose we could just take that stick that leads back to the abyss and go invite some more slotty over here.
Make an intimidation check.
Am I proficient in
No.
intimidation?
I'm not going to try and intimidate. I'm just going to leave it out there as a statement. I'm going, that's something we could do, but I'm not going to actually try and intimidate them.
Okay. In that case, you roll me a deception check.
Deception. You just want to roll.
Well, in this is more for
8 plus 2 is 10.
10.
So, go ahead.
Huh. You're actually
I jest, but it is kind of offensive that we help resolve this thing and you want to try and stick to contract terms. I mean,
I would have a hard time with all of this if such things were to come to light.
Do you really, demon voice? Do you really want to be known as the mayor?
you shortchange the heroes that saved your town.
That all in demon voice.
I mean,
Oh yeah, you can hear what I'm saying.
how would the guilds take that idea?
Let's go talk to them.
I'm asking a question. How do you think the guilds would react to that, Mayor? You are an elected official, I presume.
Re-election's real close.
Where's he currently at? There's like, are we in his
This and
See, behind his desk?
Yeah.
I'm going to approach the side of his desk and just like, and lean in and say, listen, we just risked our lives for your town. The least you could do is compensate us for what we've done for you.
I will give you persuasion.
Sure.
Now, here's the thing.
Yep.
Because of Clock's mental whammy,
Yep.
normally Clock has to roll at disadvantage
Sure.
with the first time conversations. That said, though, both Clock and Jerry both made adequate points. So I will allow for an advantage roll.
Persuasion.
Yes.
That is a natural 16 and
I see it.
a nat 20. Is this persuasion? 28. This massive with like the wound and everything.
Yeah.
So, off it up, buddy.
Now, board. you were going to get some sort of compensation. However, Mayor Pickmite, being a finagler as he is, was trying to undermine you with the whole "we didn't have it in writing" kind of thing, so it was a word of mouth kind of thing. And so, based off of all of this conversation and respecting the nat 20, he's you can actually see him start to sweat. It's not intimidated kind of sweat. It's kind of like the Nixon version of sweating while in front of the hot lights. And it's kind of like you still tower over him because he's got an elevated desk, and you just come in and you still have to lean in a little bit to be eye to eye with this gentleman. And he's just like, well, you know.
I am 6'2", by the way. In this case.
Nothing.
Yeah.
He probably comes up to like 5'2"
Right.
with the desk. And
Love it.
he's like, just like, perhaps I'm being a little hasty, and we did set aside some money for resolution if it was done outside of the Huntsman's Guild, and Intoa and Jelani alike gave you all a sterling review. So and he writes out a little missive and says, and then takes his seal and applies it and hands it over. Just holds it up. This should at least take care of all of the trouble that you went through. And whoever takes it will be able to look at it. So, Jerry, it is a banknote with the seal. It makes it legal to actually obtain it. Pardon me. Legal to actually obtain it from the bank here in town for 10,000 gold.
Thank you very much.
Of course. So I believe everything is in order.
Insight check.
He names if I believe everything's in order. 10,000 gold.
I think I'll join you.
Okay, go ahead and make insight checks. 14?
18.
18. Between the two of you, you see that he is on the up and up on this. Apparently, the coffers, the governmental coffers, were still in the green, from what you can tell.
Okay. But he's not holding out on us either?
He's not, he doesn't look like he's holding out on you either. It looks like if you hadn't succeeded on both intimidating him and also persuading him, you might have gotten a smaller cut.
Okay.
So,
Thank him.
mhm.
Depart.
And you all leave. So
Off to the bank to cash the in.
That's better than everything.
I'm going to put these things.
Thanks, we did.
It's funny.
Take it over to the bank, cash her in.
With the insight check of 18, I will say this, Clock. You would note that, based off of your understanding of how commerce works with Alvin,
I had to watch the shop while he's gone.
that major port towns actually have a lot of retinue coming in and out. The fact that they had their coffers that big was probably because they had a lot saved up for any kind of trouble that came their way. That being said, it's possible that because of the quarantine, there wasn't much that they could do with the gold or anything, because everything was high priced and there was no money coming in and out, no valuables or any kind of merchandise coming in and out. So all they had was a lump of gold with no way of spending it except within the town itself.
Right.
So that's what I will also give you with your experience.
I'll keep that in mind.
With your insight.
Coming from a small town, something similar has happened where we got cut off from the rest of the bigger cities, and we had to be careful about our spending. So I see you.
Yeah. So Jerry and the party, you go to the bank. The teller will actually take a long look at this. Just like,
This ragtag bunch.
any kind of pampering or anything like that. And then actually walk away and then come back, and this is a half-elven male with that just says, "Excuse me, sir, if you wouldn't mind coming to the back room with us, we would prefer to exchange this in quiet." So they'll take you to the back room, and one of the tellers, the teller will come back, and he'll come back with a small tray, and he'll say, "It would be rather difficult to move all of that gold at once, so we would hope that a collection of platinum and some gems of equal value will suffice."
Yeah, it'll work.
And you will he will open up the box, and inside you will see about $8,000 gold worth of gems, diamonds, emeralds, rubies, and a few other precious stones as well. And then from behind he'll say, "And this will cover the other 2,000 in platinum."
Okay. Carve up the gems 4 ways. Everyone gets 2,000. And then the bag of platinum goes into the hat. That's for the dragon.
The dragon's chair.
Can I do 1,900 and then 100 gold diamond?
Yeah, we can say that.
Look, I just got rare restoration. And it comes up more than people think.
Yeah,
100 gold diamonds.
Diamonds, yeah.
100 gold and diamonds, it comes up more than you
Or do you guys
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fair.
so that if you wanted to, you could also have some sort of restoration spells or
Yeah.
revivify spells if you wanted.
Just say 20 diamonds.
So from there, the teller will say thank you for your transaction. We would politely suggest that you go out the side exit so that we don't run into any kind of trouble with anyone at the entrance.
Sure.
So you're let out, and you are free to do what you will from there.
Next up, off to the caravan.
All right. To the caravan.
They got some financial dealings to fork over.
Now, with the caravan, it takes a bit of time to find Gray, who has from your caravans from the caravan workers that you meet along the way. They tell you that he's been hard at work with the new Merchants Guild member, Merchants Guild leader, trying to get a fair price on all of the wares, all of the cargo. And it takes a little bit of time. They suggest that you wait. He should be back relatively soon. It gets to around evening. Not there's still sunlight, but it's well into the early hours when Gray comes back, and he's actually looking rather chipper with wherever he's been, and he looks at the four of you and goes, "Oh, well, ain't this mighty fine? How do you do? I was wondering if you guys were still alive or even in town."
Yep.
So,
A little busy.
Huh?
Been a little busy.
that's to be expected. Busy is always better than not busy, in my opinion. Means that there's plenty of profit to go around. Now, I believe we have to settle our transactions. Now, if I remember correctly, I said that you would get 8% of with getting us to Vestus without any kind of trouble along the way, as well as a bit of a guard's fee on top. So retainer along with a percentage. Well, I can at least give you your retainer to start. And Jerry, you have the numbers on that. That was, what was that again for the retainer?
I think it was 800 gold.
I believe you're right about that. So he'll pop out 4 bags, each with 200 gold inside.
All right.
And he'll hand one to each of you. And then he'll say, now that was just the guard. Now for the percentile. 8% of is I am aware is rather vague. However, with all that has been taken care of, and with the need for some of the items that we have here in our caravan, we actually came out more profitable than ever. So, I'd like to at least give you this. And he pulls out from a bag of holding a large satchel. A large bag, and then just sets it down. And you can actually hear that click of flat pieces of metal on the inside. Wow. Take a
All right. Appreciate that. And open the bag up, start counting it up.
Jerry, just give me a... I don't know. If you're going to count it rather than estimate it, I can give you an exact number.
Yep, no.
Okay. It is exactly 8,000 gold in both platinum and gold mixed in. So 8,000 platinum and gold. 8,000 gold worth of platinum and gold coins.
Okay.
And then you will also have a collection of silver, about 200 silver worth, and about 50 copper.
200 silver, you said?
200 silver, 50 copper.
All right. It's 8,000, not 80,000.
Greg will say, apologize for the silver and the copper. Apparently, the bank is trying to move a whole lot of money at once, and had some unexpected payments that they had to make the last second.
It's okay. So, dividing it up 5 ways because the dragon's got to get his cut. The guard duty, he doesn't get the cut of that. That's all yours. But for the percentage, 1,600 for every person in gold, 40 silver, and 10 copper.
What was that now?
1,600 gold.
Addition to the 2,000 that we got earlier?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You're rolling in the money.
All right. Silver.
40 silver,
40 silver.
10 copper.
10 copper. Gotta have some copper for those poor people, you know?
How else are you going to pay for
Yeah, man, right?
I mean, you could. I just don't think that'll end well.
Can you make change for this?
Sounds sad.
You might have been running into the dollar store, $1,000 with a $1,000 check.
It's pulling out $1,000 bills.
$100, 100 gold diamond. Can you make change for that?
All right.
So, I take it that
Violently irresponsible.
resolves all of our business expenses.
I do believe our business is concluded.
Well, thank you very much for helping us get across the wastelands. I know that you all have wherever you need to go, or you'll travel where the wind takes you. But I hope that you'll at least consider working with us again in the future.
If the opportunity presents itself, we'd be happy to.
Well, I have I have stations both here and in Telma. So if you can't reach me directly, feel free to go to one of my shops in town. Be sure to get your missive.
Writes down on a piece of paper. Good fortune's your way, Gray. And then go.
You know, I gotta say, you are gonna be something that I am gonna miss. I rarely get to see something like you, sir.
He's just a happy boy here. He's a bloodthirsty happy boy.
Say you brought a 5-year-old to a. He's 6 now.
He's 6.
But he can just do a bloodbath.
I mean, to be fair, though, he made his paladin uncle even better at killing things. On more than one occasion.
Build was murdering squad.
I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
Tangent. My actual 6-year-old, my girlfriend's daughter, just told me about how this kid threw something at her
Oh shit.
and he bopped him in the nose. So, like, 6-year-old.
Yeah, absolutely.
To be fair, he threw something first. Okay, he initiated combat. Next time he'll roll higher.
Ray will stop and just let you know. Clock. If ever you need a job, I'd be mighty fine having another engineer, especially of one of your caliber, working here on my wagons. Consider it in the future.
Absolutely. I miss machines, and it's a little picture of a sad gear.
Take good care of yourself. See, make sure that this young man gets some good care.
Absolutely.
Basing it off of your writing that you're that
It's got to be better.
I'm not saying that it's ugly or anything like that. It's based off of how you write, and you're also doing illustrations on top of that. So
He's 6.
yeah.
Of course, there's little illustrations.
Yeah.
It has to be professional because he used to run the shop, but there was always little notes on the side.
Right. Well, thank you for
Thank you, Gray.
yeah, and hopefully good business to the company.
Appreciate you.
So, he'll tip his hat to all of you, and then he'll actually get back to working with the caravan.
As we head off into the sunset ourselves, we have a tower to get to.
As the party sets forth to charter their vessel for lands that they are well known to them, we will end it here for tonight. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you again, and always, thanks for being good company.
Bye, y'all.
Good night, everyone.